Welcome to the Chop Team. I'm your host, Seth the Dart Child.
I'm your host, Twins Inc.
Our show is about two guys and any friends that happen to come over with a topic that we want to chop up.
This is our Barbershop style podcast. We discuss it all. If the fellas at the shop will go in on it, we will. Let's chop it up. We back. How you doing, Seth?
What up, brother? I want a smoked sandwich to go, sir.
Smoked sandwich to go. All right. Do you need that super size? You need a bag, or is this for here, or is it to go?
I want it to go, but can I have a large FU fries and a Coke with no ice?
Oh man, no, you gotta say I want two super size, large, fresh fries with a Big Mac. Make that two Big Macs with extra sauce on it with a Diet Coke.
I want the Donald Trump special.
Oh Lord.
Woo! Oh yeah, I want you to supersize it, but get that Diet Coke with extra ice.
All right,
gotta watch my figure.
Watch your figure. I know, right? All right, people. So you see the topic here, and I ain't updated all the way. I'm gonna update in a second here. But the topic today is blank your feelings. Yes, I said it. You heard it. Blank your feelings. And I've been on this app called Clubhouse. If you don't know about it, but yeah. On this app, and there's a lot of people out there who be in their feelings. And I'm telling you right now, blank your feelings. I don't know if any of y'all have been in, have been in college, right? Or even high school, whatever, right? And I think I had a debate class in high school, or even in college, it was debate, whatever, mass communication, whatever. You had topics and you had a debate on it, and you had to provide facts and all that other stuff, right? And even some of the people who's in the legal field, lawyers and all that stuff, you can relate to this. You should never be in an argument, and these two things you should not say because it's going to debunk everything that you're trying to present to the table. You shouldn't say, I feel, well, it's a few things, not just two, it's a few things. So I feel, I think, and but. Like, those three things right there are like trigger words for me when having a conversation. Because I actually sit there and I listen to what people say when it comes to a debate or argument or conversation. And when they lead off with saying, I feel, I think, and but, you just lose me right there, because now everything you're saying it's irrelevant. And the but may be the biggest one. You can't say, oh, well, I'm sorry that I ran over your toe with my car and you broke your foot and now you're in a cast and you have to get in a wheelchair. And, you live in a house and you got to hop up your steps and slide down the steps. But you shouldn't. Hold on. When you said but, you just dismissed a whole beautiful apology that you started out with. Just gone. Because then you want to say but and then justify on why you did it. But so you really didn't care that you did it. Well, I did it, but I'm sorry. But you cannot say but. Like, people, you got to take but out of the conversation. But, however, it's just whatever it is, agree to it. You know what? I'm sorry that happened. Pause. Say pause for a minute.
I agree. I agree with you saying, because I love that part. It's like I agree with what you're saying.
Pause.
Done. That's the end of the sentence. Don't even pause. I agree. Accept 100% accountability for what you just said. And then, like I say, they just pause. I'm sorry. Pause. Done. I accept responsibility. But your butt shouldn't have been in the way. Oh my God.
but why come men don't do this? Wait, hold up.
Oh my God.
Like, how we spin this butt so quickly? Like, you just like So yes. Once again, the topic is blank your feelings, because feelings don't work around here, or at least with me. I know some people have these conversation debate and they okay with people saying but to them and saying feelings. I will stop you mid argument like, oh, you said but. Mm-hmm. But no. You said but. So you don't agree or you don't care. You know what I'm saying? Whatever argument is out, like, oh, so you don't. Well, no, okay. Well, you need to fix that then. You know what I mean? No, I do not know what you mean, but I know what your words say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When people speak, you have to understand your words have power. So when you say things, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can beat somebody down without actually swinging on them. And I think a lot of people don't understand the tongue has that much power. Not trying to get biblical here, just giving the facts.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, Seth, man. Tell me your feelings on blank on these feelings, man. Tell me your thought.
Well, no. I mean, because I'm always gonna. I think you and I always get worried about you and I being on this channel having this conversation because we agree on so much that it sounds like an echo chamber. But the point being is that we are dudes. We are dudes. We are guys. We have to live and die with the decisions we make, and people making decisions based on feel. Yo, I got a whole thought process on that one. I think,
okay.
But for real, I can't agree with people making life and death decisions based on what they feel. That doesn't make any sense. And we've basically given a blank check to a certain half of our species that to say that their feelings justify everything that they do, knowing that feelings change quickly and they enjoy doing that. You know what I'm saying? I always hear a woman reserves the right to change her mind, right?
Right.
But there is no inherent fairness in being able to change your mind on anything, even major things, just because you felt differently 10 minutes later. You can't do business with somebody who feels like changing their mind, who feel like reneging on a deal, who feel like the deal that they agreed to no longer fits what they want to do, but it's a signed contract.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to do business with that person? I feel like I can't trust you at this point. If you, you know, and I just want that. So, like, F your feelings. Anything. I was listening to, a YouTuber, and the lady told the guy, she was like, well, I loved him, but I just didn't feel like I wanted to be I wasn't comfortable in the relationship anymore. And he was like, well, what did the guy do? Nothing. I just felt like he wasn't on my level anymore. What the, how is that even fair? You wrecked this dude's whole life and relationship because you felt like you didn't talk to him. You didn't discuss it with him. You just made a selfish blank decision to wreck this dude's life because you felt like y'all wasn't on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah, I've heard that before too. I feel like I feel I can do better. Dude was a good dude, had a good job. He did this X, Y, Z, but then it's like at a certain point, when one person started making more money than the other person, they're like, "Well, I feel I can do better. Do better for what?" Mm-hmm. So you have a good, stable home, family, husband, wife, whatever it was, and everything's going smooth, and you just feel you can do better. You feel you can level up and do better. So you leave all that security to a possible 50-50 chance. 50-50 chance that you might get somebody who can get on the board everything and or may not. And you throw it away, and then you're bitter and mad at the end because you had a good man, right? Or a good woman. But because you feel that you can do better, now you're sitting looking with a dog face.
Add on to that. Is after you felt like you could do better and you left me and you wrecked my life and blah, blah, blah. This for men and women because it's a whole bunch of dudes and they feelings too. You sat out there and now that you see me trying to be happy, moving on with my life, not needing you no more, you feel like you made a mistake and that entitles you to come back and harass me and my new relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm getting you felt jealous, so you busted out my new girlfriend car windows. You know what I'm saying? you felt some kind of way, so you keyed up my new girlfriend's car because this stuff has happened.
Hey, listen, man. I think I did the cardinal sin yesterday, right? Was I was cleaning up, for the party and everything. I was just surfing on YouTube, whatever, right? And then not on YouTube, I was on Facebook, and then this love and hip hop little story popped up, and I'm like, well, I ain't doing it anyway. I'm just telling and see how it goes, right? Long story short, because I'm not getting the whole details, and I'm not advocating anything for love and hip hop, but it was just something here that kind of makes sense, right? Just step back, ladies and gentlemen. Just get out your feelings for a minute and just listen to the story, and just get out your feelings. Number one, get out your feelings, but just listen to it. So this guy, and he's a good-looking guy. Pause. Just speaking of contents of the TV show, to be clear.
But you feel like he was a good-looking guy, or you just acknowledging a fact?
I'm just acknowledging the fact. You know what I'm saying? And based on all the women who said it, okay, cool. I mean, listen, I'm very masculine in my energy, so I don't, if the brother look handsome, he handsome. It is what it is, right? So anyway, so the brother's handsome, right? He has good money, good shit. He's in good health, everything that women want, right? And his own businesses, entrepreneur, XYZ. Okay, so he got the money, he got the confidence, he got the swag, right? Mm-hmm. So he dated this one girl, right? And this girl coming from a trauma, past relationship, whatever. And he was there to heal her and get her through the whole part of everything that was going through, right? Got through it, right? So now they're a couple or item, whatever. So long story short, I don't know, whatever. First off, keep your friends out your business, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your friends out your business. More of the story. So, her girlfriend's thing wasn't really feeling dude, how he was moving, how he was doing certain things. So they looked dude up. Long story short, dude's still married, right? So instead of one having a conversation with their girlfriend, they set up a fake meeting with the girl to meet up, the wife. The fake meeting to meet up the wife, and she thought she was there for a business meeting. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, how you doing? And meanwhile the two girls are setting her up, but she don't know. She thought she was for a regular meeting. And they kind of finally start asking about her personal relationship, and they said, well, how you feel about that's your husband? He's out here with XYZ. And she was like, listen, whatever arrangement that they have, that's their business. That's what the wife said to the two friends. And they hit the floor like, what? He out there? Listen, that's their agreement. That's the business. That's it. And they a little argument. She walked off. Boom. Right? Mm-hmm. So they still digging because they thought the wife's going to be going crazy. And the wife was like, hey, that's their agreement. Keep moving. Not my place. Anyway. Mm-hmm. So they do a little more researching. Kind of find out he has another woman. They go to her gym place, one girl going there, like she working out, and another girl coming 2 seconds later, and then they gang up on her too, like, oh, so something, oh yeah, and so the other woman, she knew about his wife, and she knew about everything. I said, oh yeah, I know what's going on, but why you asking about my man in our situation? So these two women are looking stupid now because they're not getting the reaction that they wanted, right? Okay, stay with me. So now, with all this being said, they bring it back to their girlfriend. Right, you know what I'm saying? Their friend who they're trying to vouch for and protect her and all that stuff, which is understandable to a certain extent, right? They tell her. So then what happened was they the one girl was mad so she didn't show up, but the two girls, they show up to the man's house, right? They come to his house to talk about it. My man, he's a pimp of the year. I'll give him credit for it. So, they come, he answered the door. He smiled at his girl. Oh, we are coming today? Oh, well, I like you. Come on. Both of y'all come on in. And they bring him in the house. He's like, okay, all right, well, you got questions? I'm going to answer all your questions today. And then wife number one come out, side chick come out, and and they have a conversation like, this is what it is. Wife, wife had words. The other lady had words too. And the girl that they was trying to protect, now, of course, she's devastated because she didn't know, or maybe so, he didn't get a chance to kind of break the full situation into her. Because the girlfriends are all in the business. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Long story short, they have a fallout, blah, 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 blah. So she busts, like you had a story about busting windows out. She busts out dudes' cars, windows, and everything else. And, oh, my God. Right. But he's like, I forgive you. It's okay. And she was, she hurt because she mad that her dude did her like that, right? But he asked her this question when they was having a confrontation. He said, hey, when you was going through XYZ, how did you make you feel? I loved you. Yes or no? Right? He did. Like, did I make you feel like the queen? Did I do this? Did I disrespect you any type of way? No. Okay. So But you let your friends get in your head, which got in your feelings, and now your whole story, everything you had going on, is now falling apart. Now, and the more of the story is that, one, keep your friends out your business. That's number one. And number two, I believe he would eventually get to her and talk to her about the situation. And at that point, if she just said no, it'd have been no, right? Or whatever. But the fact that you brought your friends into it and they hyping you up, yeah, girl, you do this, don't do this. You're in your feelings, and then you break up a good situation that you have. So once again, bump your feelings. Because now you're looking silly now, because now you run with your hair cut up. You know, you're looking all ratchet, you're getting drunk, you're doing all crazy stuff because you got in your feelings. And you let people in your business that what should be in your business. So that's what I'm getting at right there. Real short.
Yeah. No, I like that. You know what? Let me throw some stuff, because here goes some real getting your feelings. First off, there's a Bible verse. Once again, I'm not versed in the Bible, but there's a part. The Bible even tells you there'll come a time where women will come to a man. Multiple women will come to a man and say, we will take care of ourselves. We will spend our own money, blah, blah, blah. If you would marry me and take away my shame by giving me your name. Okay? We're talking about polyamorous, polygamous relationships here.
Okay.
Not telling, I'm not advocating that. I'm just saying there will come a time, ladies, when right now you in your feelings, you got control, and I'm being honest with you. I don't care if it's too much, if it's too misogynistic, as y'all would put it. But we've given women a chance at equality. If you want to be, let's be fair, you want equal rights and all this. Y'all have abused. Y'all are like a bad kid. We literally giving you what you asked for, and you still throwing a damn tantrum in the middle of the store. That's how I feel when I look at some of these women, especially when they get into it. And I mean, when they really get around each other and they really start laying out some of the stuff they say, it looks like a kid who has gotten everything they want and they still throwing a tantrum in the middle of the floor. Right?
Right.
So and as far as relationships go, honestly, it's so many different factors that you have to factor in. But your feelings, women walk away from a good relationship because they didn't feel excited. They didn't feel this. Women have been tearing up families for decades because the feels weren't right. You know, you can do this no fault divorce. You can just say you want a divorce and get it, and you get cash and prizes for doing it. So you get child support, alimony, might get the house and the car, take some. You get cash and prizes for wrecking a relationship, and it's all based on how you feel at that time. Nobody calls you on it.
No accountability.
And
right.
No accountability. So when all of this, when they say blank your feelings, we really are talking about accountability. I can't do what I want to do as a man. I can go out there right now and just accost a woman and cuss her out in the street because I'm on my period. You know what I'm saying? I can do that, but there might be consequence. I could end up in jail. That's verbal assault is assault. You know, verbal abuse is abuse. As far as the law is concerned, I don't get to exercise my craziness on any random day because I feel like it. I have to think about what I am going to do. Right? So in my opinion, when it comes to your feelings, anytime someone says, I feel, in my opinion, I feel it's the most selfish statement a woman can put on the planet. Because it's 8 billion people on the planet, more than half of which are women. So let's say 4 billion women are alive on the planet. It's 4 billion of y'all. But when you say I feel, you totally disregard the feelings of the other 3,999,999,999 other women out there, let alone the men and the women. It's selfish. It's just raw selfish. And nobody points this out to y'all. And y'all been able to live in that selfishness for like 40, 50 years. It's not right, and y'all know it ain't right. But you feel like it's something you want to do, so you keep doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. And then let's talk about these guys who want to be in the emotions and want to feel things too. Pause. That ain't come out right. Listen.
Let's talk. You want to go?
Real quick. I got a quick scenario because I was just in the Clubhouse conversation before I jumped on the podcast today with you, and the question was something about masculinity, right? And someone was talking about, oh yeah, a woman's masculinity is she now to put up a wall and do carpet. I said I don't take that as masculinity. Nope. Me personally, I think masculinity is when if we have a conversation here and I'll let you talk, and then as I start talking, I'll give you my point. You trying to talk over me, or you call me bruh and what's up, my ninja? I'm like, what? Women ain't supposed to speak like that. What happened to the softness? And then one of these dudes is gonna say, should a woman have to raise her hand? I said, who said, like, what kind of kiss stuff is that right there? I said, I've been in our conversation with my wife and many women over the years, and I never told a woman she had to raise her hand. You understand? And that's the problem. It's called accountability. If you have, and then I gave an example, a perfect prime example. I said, if you at work and your boss is giving you give you instruction to do something, and you may disagree with it, before you talk over him, you raise your hand, or you get you know what I'm saying? He'll give you opportunity and say, save questions till when it's over to say your part. You don't go and talk over him. It's like, well, it's different. So John said, no, it's all about respect. See, that's the problem y'all get. Y'all understand respect.
Nope.
And that's and like, oh, no, this is no. I'm giving y'all direct information. Oh, a woman got raised. I said, what kind of dumb? Like, I never tried to disrespect anybody anyway. But I said, come on, man, that's it. So now we're doing shame and tactics now to argue argument. Like, are you trying are we gonna keep it real here? Because at the end of the day, these women or men in this room, I'm not trying to like really meet them and get like that. It's all general conversation. So I'm not doing nothing to impress anybody, but I'm gonna give you the facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm sticking to a fact. I ain't speaking to opinion. You know what I'm saying? So so the fact that you said a woman got to raise your hand, that shows that you're the problem right there. But it also comes back down to who's keeping our women accountable when you're having these conversations and they feel this is to talk over you because they wouldn't get their point across. Like, that's right. That's what I consider masculine energy.
Mm-hmm.
I said, because you don't talk over someone because that's rude. That's just basic common courtesy. This basic common courtesy. And I understand arguments having. And I'm not saying you can't do it. You can do it. But if we having like a really debate, drag conversation, I'm like, all right, let me finish. Let me finish. If I got to let me finish like 20 times, like, come on now. What we doing here? Like, are you the man or not? But see, people say those things and then forget. So a man has to shut up when a woman's talking. So if I'm talking to you right now, you want to get your point across, you talk over, I got to shut up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but the man can't always be the man when it's your time, if that makes sense to some of y'all. So you may not get that. So if we're laying in bed 3:00 in the morning and somebody kicking the door, you gonna want me to get up and see what's going on, right? Or you gonna get up and check and see who it is. I don't care if we both. I don't care if both of us got our gun license. Who's going to jump up first and you know what I'm saying and see what's going on? You. My point exactly. So give me that same responsibility and same respect when we have a regular conversation. That's all I'm asking. That's masculine energy. Because men will talk over each other, but at the end of the day, men, even like say, if let's say me you got a debate, yeah, we talk over each other, but we get to a point to where, all right, go good, bro, say your point, and then I'm gonna say my point. Then you know, say we'll go back and forth, but we know there's still a line of respect. All right, let him say what he got to say. But when these dudes be in the room talking about, oh no, wait, you telling one shit raise their hand? I said, see, now you changing the dialogue and now you changing the conversation. But go ahead. I put it out there, man. There's too many simps out here, man. And that's a prime example of one.
Yeah. Once again, I always roll it back to the simple facts. And I'm not going to let this statistic fall off. I'm not going to let it disappear.
All right.
Okay. Since the 70s, the trend has increased. 80% of children, men and women, are raised in single-parent households in the Black community. Single-parent households. And of that 80% in the single-parent households, 80% of those are female-led single parent households, right?
Right.
So that's sad, okay? And the problem being is that you ladies, I always gonna say it, you ladies are trying to raise boys and girls in your fake masculine energy.
Say it again.
And your but you can't hide or disguise your feminine energy, your feelings, and your children, your boy children specifically, because girls gonna be girls. No, girls used to be girls until their mama started trying to be men, and now you got this confused over masculine energy. Y'all got testosterone. You ain't developed. Where in the hell are you getting it from? You don't have. How you got so much testosterone? I don't know. Because estrogen and progesterone don't give you the same response, but hey, it is where it is. But these boys who sit at the feet of these women and have digested all this fake male energy, all this female energy masquerading as masculine energy, and now you got boys out here who they have testosterone, but they got fake male energy covering up their feminine energy. And I'm always gonna say it because blame, you gotta accept responsibility. Nobody's fixing nothing if somebody won't own up and say, yo, I messed that up and I need help fixing it. That's why you move forward. So, single parents who's raising boys, if you're not a man raising a boy, well, you are raising something that you aren't going to like. You definitely raising something that a dude who finds his masculine energy. I was raised in a single parent household with a mom and 3 sisters. I know exactly what feminine energy going rampant looks like. But I luckily had an uncle, God bless this dude. I don't know how he did it, but thank you. You know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of male friends. So I got to play in the dirt. I got my testosterone boost, and I had a male figure available to me that, and I'm sorry, he wasn't my uncle because he was sleeping with my mama. No, he was like flesh and blood uncle.
Right.
But at the same time, it's gotten worse and worse. And y'all women are turning these men into men who are masquerading as females. They got their masculinity is hiding all this female energy y'all dumping into them. Stop it. Stop breaking up families because you don't feel like being with this dude. He ain't got enough swag. He ain't hood enough. He ain't street enough. Stop breaking up with dudes you don't feel make enough money, even though you got the same job he got. So how he gonna make more money than you when y'all working together? And you knew you was working together when you met him at the coffee machine and he asked you out to dinner. So how is he gonna make more money than you when he met you at the same place you still at? How he's gonna make more money? Right. But you don't feel like he makes enough for you, so you can't respect him. Y'all feelings is out of whack, boo. Just saying.
Listen, right? Those be the same ones who be raising these feminine little boys who turn them in, and who be like don't know how to not stand in the man's place, but they don't know how to understand the role they have as a man and how much power that they have. And sometimes when they be spewing the stuff, it's like you setting us men back, like you setting back the men who's doing their part. You setting them back farther because you're a man. They feel that we're all in the same boat, and they run with what you're saying. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the problem that we have. And I was in another room, and a guy asked a topic, "What is a man?" And some grown men in these rooms don't even know how to articulate or even say what a man is. Like one guy took him like 3 minutes just to get a word out. He's like, "Man, that's a really hard question. I don't know." And I'm just sitting thinking like, well, ladies, pay attention to this right here. This should be a question when you're dating a man. And when you're at the table or you're out somewhere eating, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's McDonald's. I don't care if it's getting ice cream. I don't care if it's the park. You ask that man, what is a man? If the man is struggling to say who he is, don't give that man a child. Thank you for the dinner. Here's a kiss. Mwah, bye. No, I'm done. Because all they're going to do, because if he'll not be himself, how can he raise any other kid? How can he be a leader? How can he be a protector? Because he don't know what he is. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so it still falls on accountability at the end of the day. And I don't want to hear any excuses talking about, well, this is my circumstances. No.
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 Nope.
No.
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 Your circumstance. And the bad part, listen, I want to throw this on the table just to make sure we hit that nail on the head. Circumstances. What make your circumstances better? You was raised in the project. Honestly, how many black people was in the same position?
Right.
You
I was.
You don't have a father. You didn't grow up with a daddy. Once again, how many black people in the same situation? Right. Your mama was a crackhead. Your daddy was a crackhead. Once again, I don't want that to be no happy thing, but you don't get a medal for that. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Yeah. It's been hard. It went. Tell me when they quote unquote make America great again. When exactly was it ever great to be black in America? So you look at your circumstances just like a game of cards, and you play the hand you dealt. Ain't how you play cards, right? I ain't never asked you, bro. You play spades?
Yeah, spades, Tom.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So you know sometimes you're gonna get all the trump cards. You're gonna have a yard in your hand waiting. And then your partner could be an absolute idiot and mess up your whole rotation because they can't catch a hint.
Mm-hmm. And cut over you.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. So, but once again, that's the hand you was dealt. That's the partner you got. You make the best of it. You don't pull out your gun and shoot your partner across the table because he can't figure it out. You don't quit halfway through the game. You take that L or you take that W as you earn it because you got to play the cards you dealt. A lot of y'all women like, I don't have to stay here. I can leave halfway through the game. And some other available mama's boy who got mommy and daddy issues because mama done raised him, he'll pick me up and take care of me, and he'll be the man I want him to be. And if I don't like it, I'll just go on The View or I'll go on to Fox Soul and I'll just air out how much of a man he ain't, even though y'all turn him into the man that he's quote unquote not.
They raising the man that they don't want. The irony.
Raising them.
The irony.
Absolutely raising them. Y'all are literally making the men, and this is all and it's because you feel like you want something you don't. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I've already understood that women lie. If it's coming out their mouth, it's probably not true, especially when it comes to relationship stuff, right? So I feel like I need a man who's gonna be there for me and rub my back and rub my shoulders and stop it. Because that ain't the man y'all really want.
That's how Disney fairy tale stuff they see.
Exactly. And that ain't what y'all really want. And y'all are punishing people for giving you exactly what you told them you wanted. And that gotta stop because we so A backwards. We ASS backwards in what we want versus what we get. You want to go on a diet, but you get a Big Mac you get a Big Mac supersized combo
with a Diet Coke on the side.
Exactly. 80% of all of black. 60+% of all black people are overweight and obese. You want to go on a diet. You feel like you need to lose weight, but you ignore what you felt like when it was inconvenient, and you got the supersized combo at McDonald's without the Diet Coke.
That's it.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Listen, You listen to your feelings. The only time you should listen to your feelings is when somebody passed away. God bless them. When you have a new baby and you love your child, God bless you. But when it comes to relationships, stop it. Y'all making bad decisions based on limited information from your stupid ass friends because y'all feel like you can trust them harpies. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You know what?
I too far with that one.
No, you good. I hear a lot of this, and because I'm in, I work out, I'm in the fitness arena, and people are like, "Well, I feel eating healthy is too expensive."
How you feel like being healthy? Do you know if being healthy is too expensive? Do you know?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Or they say, "Oh, well, I feel I'm gonna die anyway." I said, "Yes, we're all gonna die one day, but do you want to be in a situation where it just comes naturally, or be somewhere in a situation where you have to be on pills and going to the doctor every couple days, getting pills, using a crane, you can't even enjoy life, or be even an inconvenience to other people? Do you think that's fair? You know what I'm saying? Do you consider that? No, because it's selfish. You think about yourself. I think about those things. I don't want to be a burden to anyone. I even have like my wife. Listen, if something were ever happened to me, and I'm right, if someone ever happened to me where I'm unable to wipe my own tail, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be here. Not saying
Nope.
I'm not saying I want to kill myself. I'm just saying, like, if I get in a bad car accident and I can't, and then I'm on life support, I said, man, unplug that thing. Don't keep me around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be a burden to nobody, and that's being real, and it's not being selfish. I mean, I care about people, but I don't want nobody to have to do those things that I don't want to do. I don't want to wipe no baby. Only butt I'm trying to wipe is a baby butt, okay? And I'm referring to my kid's butt. I'm not out there trying to wipe no random kid's butt. Let's be clear.
Yep.
My kids, my grandkids,
boy,
my great-grandkids, I'm not trying to wipe no grown man's butt or grown woman's butt because they can't do anything because they chose, choice, decision. They chose not to work out. They chose not to eat right. Those. But hey, Sherry, we see in the comic. And right. She said, sick is more expensive. Medicine bills, etc. Facts. That is all facts. Like, think about this. Think about this, people. There's people out there who work their whole life, right? To get, like, in the perfect world, right? You go to school, get a job, get married, have kids, get grown, and you work till you're 65, right? That was a dream that was fed to me and probably most of us. Yes, at the age of 65, I get to retire. Then I can really get to live. I get to travel, do this. But during the first 65 years, you didn't take care of your health. So what do you think you're doing for the next 20 or 30, maybe if you can make it that long? What do you think you're doing the next 20, 30 years? You doing nothing. You're going to the hospital. You're getting pills. You're taking these shots. You got a whole cabinet of pills you got to take every morning. You can't even travel because you got to make sure you get back for your oxygen tank. I mean, I've seen it. I'm not speaking on my opinions or what I think. No, I've seen people, family members go through this because they didn't take care of their health. So when they got to the point of retirement, they really couldn't enjoy life because they was so beat down. They couldn't, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't really enjoy life. They couldn't go on trips and go swimming and do those things because you wore your body out for the first 65 years and you put all them type of foods in your body, and here we are now. So now all the money you had saved up, guess what? You spend that money on drugs and pills. And if it don't make sense to you, before the pandemic happened, who were the people that when you go to Walmart were greeters? What were the majority of the people who were greeters? Do you know Set the DaChop?
Say that again?
Do you know the people who are greeters, or who were greeters prior to the pandemic? Which type of people were greeters at Walmart?
Over 70.
Right. And ask this. Why do you think someone over 70, which you think will be retirement, is working to be a greeter? Why is that? Why do you think that?
Cause they living too long?
Well, not living too long. I mean, well, yeah. Okay, yes, which is good, but the point I'm trying to get at is this. In most cases, if you do everything what you're supposed to do, you work, you live right, you live a good life, you have a healthy life, you retired, you're not supposed to work besides home and whatever business thing you want to do, right, when you're an older person. But most people who have to work They're working because they don't have enough money to survive. Like, they got enough money to get their drugs and stuff, but if they want to have light, water, electricity, the other essential things, they got to get a job and stand in someone's line so they can get that little bit of money. Instead, the money they had to be living off, they still have to work. So the point I'm trying to make is, my goal is when I hit 65 or when I get to the age of retirement, whatever that is, right? When I can't really retire, I want to retire. And I'm working out and staying healthy now. So when I do go somewhere, I can go swimming. We can go, enjoy life. Enjoy life. Long story short. Not we going to that. I got to go to the doctor appointment, see the chiropractor. I done slipped and fell and broke my ankle, broke my hip. Because you didn't take care of yourself. Because you felt eating a salad or getting bananas and apple was too expensive. Like, I go to McDonald's and get a whole meal for $3. Why wouldn't I spend $8 for a banana and make smoothies? And that's what people stop. That's because you feel a certain way.
You know, see the way as you was talking, you know, fortunately, my mind branched out way out into a whole different area of the problem, because with the Walmart door greeter portion of what you were saying, this is back down to women. F your feelings. I'm gonna say that. I'm sorry. F your feelings, because there's a certain math to what you just said. All right. If you, why are a lot of older people working, and especially the Walmart door greeters? Let's be 100. Those are older women, mostly older women. I've seen one old white guy who was a door greeter at one Walmart, but primarily they're older women, right? The point being is that your feelings during a certain period of time between 20 and 40 per se, about who you want to be with, who you want to kick it with. And once again, a lot of women, the whole point of every film, a lot of women walk away from relationships because they feel like they can do better, right? And the world is telling you, F your feelings. If you're not married by the time you're 40, you actually down to like a 3% chance of getting married. And it keeps going down more and more as you get from 40. So there'll always be those one or two. I mean, there'll always be those women. I know somebody who got married at 53. Yes, that happens. But the majority of people, if you're not married by the time you're 40, you're done. You're pretty much done. If you were married and you leave your husband, you're pretty much done. You might get married again, and it might be successful, and we might hit the lottery. But the real talk is that your feelings, when you live your life making decisions based on your feelings, you did that early in your 20s. That's what got you as a door greeter at Walmart when you're 76 years old. That decision to, I just don't feel like I'm happy with Leroy. Once again, I don't know Leroy. I'm just saying. I ain't saying Leroy no angel. But a lot of y'all women, 74% of black women will never get married in their entire life. And of the 24% of black women who actually do get married, 80% of y'all leave the relationship. Men stay. You packed up and left. You chose to leave. These are stats you can research. So of the 26% of women who will actually get married, 80% of them leave relationships. That's why. Because of your feelings. Once again, your feelings is what have you, instead of sitting at a nice house, having Sunday dinner with your big family in the house your husband worked his whole life to build for you, and a man that might have loved you your whole life, your feelings got you at Walmart. Yeah, at Walmart talking about, thank you for shopping Walmart. Have a great day. That's your feelings. Walmart saying, basically, F your feelings.
Well, they're cashing in on that, so they're like, thank you, because I can pay you the bare minimum to do something that no one else want to do. Then again, as a young teenager, I think I'd have loved being someone's greeter, getting paid 40 hours a week, compared to working in fast food. It smelled like food afterwards. But then again, I wasn't hungry. But anyway, that's here or there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is this. This is my testimonial.
Okay.
But I was married. I did the whole marriage thing. I tried my best, and my divorce clearly says irreconcilable differences. I did not file. I just was a victim. But since the time of that situation, my finances and my life have changed.
For good or
it's
worse.
Looking bright.
Oh, okay. Looking bright. Okay.
Unless, I'm just saying, I ain't gonna say unless, but it's a real possibility that I'll die on a beach somewhere. If I can maintain what I'm doing now properly, I'm gonna die on a beach somewhere. I will not be I won't be at no Walmart talking about welcome to Walmart, because I didn't follow my feelings. I followed the stock market. I followed my responsibilities as far as padding my bank account. I handle, once again, your feelings got you at Walmart. I like you brought up Walmart. Totally forgot it, but Walmart door greeters. That's based on your feelings. You gotta figure out what you want early and work towards it and blank your feelings.
That's true. Listen, shout out to Walmart. I mean, we love you, Walmart. I mean,
I gotta go to Walmart tonight. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You still the one-stop shop. So we ain't taking shots, yeah. I mean, because you benefit of it. But we just think about these mindset of these certain people who just want to go with I feel and not go with more logical thinking. That's all. I just want to hold our people more accountable for things they do, things they say. That's all. It's not that hard. I mean, these are things I wish they would have learned in school, because apparently they didn't learn, or school, or even at home with their mom and dad or mom, whoever. They should have learned this, because a lot of things going in the world could be handled if everybody kept their accountability and stopped leading with their feelings, how they feel about certain things, or what someone else should be doing. Because that's the one thing, because I've been having pretty conversations. It just, we're so quick to blame people for everything. No one takes accountability. Well, men should do this, women should do that, or he shouldn't did that, or she shouldn't did this. Okay, people make mistakes. So let's be clear. I think another problem is that I think, with these fairy tale stuff they see growing up watching Disney, they put these men and women on the high pedestal as far as being perfect, and no one's perfect. It's been proven. No one's perfect, and things may happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not condoning anything. I'm just letting you know. Relationship is a total fight. It's a battle. It's a war. But if two can come to a resolution, you know what I'm saying, or have these talks and conversations and respect, you can go far. But you can't be stubborn. Not as stubborn. I'll just say this. You can't be in a relationship with two dominant people. Just not going to work. And when I say dominant, there's a reason why it's a man and it's a woman. It's a clear-cut reason why there's a man and a woman. And I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to give you the facts. I don't care about how you feel. From day one, a man is to provide, protect, lead. I mean, so much more. But those are the main things we have to do, regardless of how we, what's going on. Those are the key thing of a man. So if y'all little boys out there don't know what a man is, those are the base things right there. Lead, protect, provide. LPP? Lead, protect. Yeah, LPP. You done with LPP? I'm sorry. Sorry about my head. But yes, get down with LPP, people. Lead, protect, and provide. And those are things that we must do regardless. And because, you know why I say that? Because when you take us to court, we got to provide. Regardless if we're together or not, I still have to provide. And those standards standard. I don't care what. I don't care. We have to provide, especially if we create life. And, and I just want to say one thing here. Yes, women, we need you. You need us. But ladies be saying that, oh, there wouldn't be no men if it wasn't for us. I said, we all be dead if no one could plant a seed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say that again. If no one plants a seed, we all be dead. Trademark that. I will, Sherry. I'm just giving you the fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all the facts. You have to plant the seed. So, yes, the men plant the seeds. Woman, you're the earth. You're Mother Earth. You know what I'm saying? Mother Nature, Mother Earth. So, yes, you carry the child. Yes, you do that. You nurturing. Yes, we need you for that. But don't take that as if I'm just equal as you. No, it doesn't work right there. Stop right there. Stop. And I'm not telling you this whole conversation about men and women like that. I'm just giving you the facts. Just giving you the facts. And if you can't handle the facts, then you're the problem because you stuck on your feelings. I said this earlier today. Someone start kicking your door. You both got your gun license. Who do you want to check the door first? You or your husband? Mm-hmm. The husband. All right then. So I gotta protect you. I'm sorry, LPP. I gotta protect you. You know what I'm saying? And most men, not all, but most men, we will die for our wife and kids and family, sisters, all that. We will die for y'all with no second thought. If somebody beat up so and so, listen, somebody's not coming home tonight. Someone's not. Just think about it. This white dude, Chad, who beat up his black sister because she didn't bow down to him. I'm just sorry. Sorry. If I got that phone call, it would have been a different story. Crazy dad shoots NFL player after he beats up his daughter. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The news have been totally different. I'd have been, you just see my face plastered on the news. Crazy black man shoots up guy. But we're not going to talk about how the white guy beat up his sister and no one's outraged. But I think I'm going down another rebel hole there. What you say, Sari? We are equal. We are different, but equal. I mean, you have to get some more meat and potato with that, Sherry.
Yeah, you gotta unpack that, because that kind of simplistic statement specifically has led us to a place where we trying to argue who's gonna grab the gun and defend.
Right. I can see somebody came to my door and like, okay, babe, well, we're equal, so you get the gun. I mean, I'll get the gun and you get the kids. Come on now, that don't even sound right. That don't even sound right. Like, if somebody has some noise. Hold on. Go ahead.
Let me throw this on the table. I just want to, as far as I enjoy that we are equal, we are different but equal. Okay, cool. Let's do this. So the house is on fire, right? Now, you outside. I'm in the house with two kids. Do you run into the house to drag me and the two kids out the house? And regardless of whether or not you're willing to do it, does society expect you to run into the house to try to save me and the kids? Now, put that back over on me as a man. If I'm outside and the house is on fire and my wife and kids are in the house, I am expected as a man to run into that fire to try to save my family. They don't expect that of you. So we equal, but we don't have equal expectations, which means at the end of the day, are you really equal? Just a thought. So yeah, meat and potatoes, that kind of statement sounds good. We are both humans. We both have needs. We are made up differently, genetically, emotionally, physically. We are equal, just different. By the basic definition of humanity, we are equal, and then it gets messy immediately after that. Can you agree to that part? That's all. Like I say, that's just the problem, is that we expect equal outcomes. Equality is fine. I need you to breathe. I need to breathe. You can breathe. It's air. That's equal. But when we get down to just saying equal as a blanket, if you're talking about equality of outcomes, that's not true. Stronger people do more work than weaker people, period. Just how it works. That ain't got nothing to do with you not being human. Stronger people do more than weaker people. Smarter people do more than not smarter people. And if you're a better shot than me, you're right. You do need the gun. But you still going to think I'm a simp if I don't get up to defend you. I could have shot him, but that simp just stood behind me. That's not how that works. Anyway.
Well, listen. I'm gonna give you the definition of equal: being the same quality, size, degree, or value. Being the same quality, size, degree, or value. I mean, we think about size. I don't believe that same statement there that we're all equal. Value? Okay, yes, we are value. But come on, let's be real now. I mean, yes, you may be a better shot. Nothing wrong with that. We're talking about in the heat of the moment, 3:00 in the morning, you hear somebody go boom, 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 kicking the door. Are we really talking about I'm a better shoot? Let's be honestly, how many people that we all know practice situational shooting? Let's be real. I know a lot of gun owners and none. So when you say if you're a better shot, are you a better shot when somebody's trying to fight? You trying to fight somebody off at the same time over the gun, or if when you sitting back 100 yards, breathing and scoping somebody and shoot them? Let's be real. Let's be realistic here. I'm not saying women are not better shooters, but think about the situational when it happens. Is what I'm saying. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
If a woman thinks less of you because of that she ain't.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop. Sherry, thank you, Sherry. We picked on you because you're the only woman jumped in, but thank you. It's just at the same point though that I understand what we're saying. It's all hypothetical. Yes, there are some excellent women shooters out there.
Right.
So this is just an academic discussion, but yes, I've seen a 9-year-old do things I can't do with a gun. Literally, she's been shooting since she was old enough to hold a gun. But on the whole, without getting granular, even if men aren't the better shots, if something happens, you still expect him to protect you. There is no real man on the planet at all who wants a woman to jump up to protect him. There isn't a man on the planet that wants that to happen. If it happens, it happens. But nobody wants that.
Right. And then she said, if a woman thinks less of you because of that, she ain't for you, bruh. You have to understand
that part.
Wait.
Sharing that masculine energy on that last word on that sentence. We really don't want that no more.
But listen, outside of that word, bruh, and I get what you're coming from, sis.
I get it.
But what I'm saying, you made me lose my train of thought there. Right. Right. If women think less of you because of that, she's not for you, right? Well, it's not the woman who's saying that. It's society. That means everyone is saying that. And when something happens, first thing people won't say is, well, what did the man do? People don't sit there and say, what the girl do? It's like, what did the man do? That's the first thing out of someone's mouth. That's the point that we're talking about. We think we're speaking it on as a whole, not just one case. When something happens, first thing I'm gonna say is, "Oh, what did he do with the kids and wife and all that? What did he do?" Not saying what he did. So I'm talking about like if somebody breaking the house, where's the man at? They don't say where's the woman at. They always say where is the man at. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what we're referring to. I mean. Anytime I hear a situation or see a situation where a woman gets beats up or something, something crazy happened, first thing I'm thinking like, where the man at? First, like when I saw that black lady get beat up by the white football player, first thing I'm thinking about, man, where the brothers, where the uncles, where the you know what I'm saying, where her brother at? Like I know she has somebody care about her enough where like, oh, I got to put hands on this man. That's the first thing popped in my head. I didn't think about, oh, what did she say? What did she do? How could she handle it differently? No, first thing in my head is like, where's the man at? She got nobody to call for her? That's what I'm talking about right there. First thing popping in the head is where was the men? Or her, not men, but men, protector. Like I said, LPP. Leader, protector, provider. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we kind of hit this on top of the nail. Sherry, listen, I think we need to get you on the show. I think we need to get you on the show with us. I think it'd be a good dialogue. Hey, Miss Black, we'll appreciate you. We'll definitely listen. We definitely need a woman's perspective at all. We do, just to balance it out, because we don't feel that a woman's voice matters. First off,
it does.
So we definitely need it, because we're going to speak from the men's side. We're going to speak from the men's perspective. I can't speak for women because I'm not a woman, but I can tell you what men think and how men feel and how things are perceived from us or things are told to us and how society see us. That's where we at.
And I would like to add a disclaimer, because I am that dark child. I am always on a man's perspective. I'm always going to confront the female's perspective. So I would love for you to join, but please be prepared to defend your position, because I feel like I like smoke like that.
Wow. But hey, hold on. I get you. You're speaking generally, but do we care about society, or what do we? Or for you, if I'm the breadwinner, does that make you less of a man? No. Hold on. Yes, too many questions. Hold up. Listen. Especially on the breadwinner part. Listen, I've never been in a situation where. Listen, I've never been in a relationship where I really care about a woman, how much money she made, or even if she made more money. Shit, hell, I'm talking about before I'm married. I'm married now. I'm cool, but I'm saying when I was single, I would have loved to date with a woman who made more money than me. Shit, why
Absolutely.
not? See, you have to understand. There's certain men who find out a problem. See, that's what. So when you have this conversation about real men and boys and all that stuff, that's your definition right there. A boy's going to feel a woman make more money, he'll make him less of a man. Where a man who makes money, and I don't care if you make more money than me, because I'm gonna keep it real with you. Your money is your money, not my money. So that's not, you know what I mean? Like I never been in a relationship where I led asking a woman, how much money you make? How much money you have saved? What is your credit score? Now, those are good conversations to have when it comes to credit score part, but those are not questions that I don't lead with, because as a man, I'm the leader, protector, provider. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that is the outline. Like regardless if I don't have a father figure in my life, all men should know this. You're supposed to lead, provide, and protect. Point blank, period. Mm-hmm. Forget how it gets done. Those things you need to do. And if you can't do those things, you can't really say you're a man. If you can't lead nobody, you can't protect nobody, you can't provide nobody. No, you haven't met that man level yet. Just simple as that. Everything else from there is just a caviar as far as traits of a good man, all that stuff, whatever. But yes. Mm-hmm. Hey, Sherry said you always about that smoke. Listen, we always about that smoke.
Listen, Sherry. For future reference, it's all cool when Twin Zing and I are on the same topic and we vibe it, but you get more views when you're argumentative. So let's go. But otherwise, as far as that breadwinner thing you were saying, bro,
yeah,
I'm 100% with that part. Listen, I wish. As I seen on a TV clip or on a news clip, guy said, as long as you willing to take the burden of being the breadwinner, if that's where you're at in your relationship, I've never gotten angry at anybody for being willing to buy me dinner, and I've also never gotten angry because I had to feed my kids or my girl. That's my burden to bear. You don't really get to. Why am I going to complain about the burden I'm supposed to bear? So if you put yourself willingly and into a position of being the breadwinner for your family, well, just don't make. I've never made my ex-wife at the time. I never made her feel bad because she wasn't bringing as much to the table financially as I was, because that wasn't her job. right? But if I met her and she was like, "Yo, I make twice your salary," well, okay, that makes you the breadwinner. But you also still don't get to belittle me. Oh, he ain't nothing because he don't make no money. I didn't do that to you when I made more money than you. So why are you so comfortable doing it to me? And that's the problem with a lot of sisters making more money than men, because women find it painful to be with a man they make more money with. No, you earned the title breadwinner. Handle the responsibility that come with being that winner. Because hey, everybody like a W, right? Winner.
Right, and Sherry, and I love that statement there. Society says that men should provide. That's the same thing about protecting. If you are secure as a man, you ain't gonna care what society thinks as long as your woman and kids know you're the man. I agree 100% to that. But once again, every man and every woman do not think that way. I agree. So it makes sense. I understand what you're saying, but everyone doesn't feel that way. And if you go in some of these rooms on Clubhouse, a lot of people don't feel that way either. And they say that loud and clear. So I get what you're saying, 100%. I feel what you're saying. No. But I mean, for me personally, I don't care what society says because I know who I am. So yes, I know. I don't care. But there's boys out there who don't understand that, and they be in their feelings. That's why you have so many emotional little boys, because they don't understand that part. That's the point I'm trying to get out there. So I'm with you what you're saying, but you have to think about these boys out here that y'all claim there's no men out there because they little punks. But when you say a statement like that and they read that, you have to look at the bigger picture. I'm with you. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I think what you said is perfectly. A real man don't care what society say, but the little boys, they do. And that's the problem. That's what we're talking at. That's where the focus at is our young generation, because if you want any change to happen, we got to provide solutions. And that's what we're trying to provide today with the overall outlook. People need to get out their feelings. Because most men, like us, like me and Seth, we don't care what other people think. We going to do what we got to do.
Exactly. Once again, I tried to do to do that partnership in the relationship world. Yo, that sucks. Okay? So no. You give to every, in my mind, however you want to hear it, if you're on a ship, there's a captain of a ship. Everyone else follows the captain's orders. There's a chieftain of a village. You know what I'm saying? There's a president of the United States. You ain't got to like it, but he is the commander in chief. At this point, somebody has to do it. Now, ladies, if you want the job of being the commander in chief, I'm just saying you got to shoulder all the responsibilities of that job, but you can't get tired because I just ain't happy. That's the commander in chief doesn't get to not be the commander in chief because he just isn't happy. You're going to make hard decisions. You're going to have to base these decisions on logical outcomes, expected outcomes. You can't be all in your feelings. How about this? Let's say we were afraid of going to war with Donald Trump as our president because he was irrational. He made a lot of decisions based on his feelings, had nothing to do with logic. Facts. He tweeted all night long. He tweeted, if somebody hurt his feelings, he tweeted about it at 4:00 in the morning. I want my president to be handling stuff like what the Russians are doing or what the Chinese are doing, not worrying about what some random person on Twitter says about him. He was in his feelings. All right? Kamala Harris, I expect her to be president within 2 to 3 years. I personally don't expect Joe Biden to serve out a full term. It's not a bad thing. I hope he does, but Joe's old, right? So Kamala Harris could be president. I don't want to hear her say, I feel the whole 4 years she's vice president. Because a lot of times when they say feel, feelings change. Facts don't. Feelings change. Responsibilities don't. If you got to do it, you got to do it. And because you don't feel like doing it, don't mean you should. So that's all this about feelings. It's about who It's about doing what you know is right, even if you don't want to. And feelings make that dang on near impossible.
Right. And I want to clear something up that I hear a lot, especially on the Clubhouse. And yes, I'm getting a lot of content from Clubhouse. So yes, you're going to hear me say Clubhouse a lot. If you want to follow me, it's Twins Inc. Plug-in. But anyway, a lot of people make this reference when they speak on the lion about, the lions, the king, whatever, and his wife's also an alpha. Let me give you some real facts here. And I was watching Animal Planet one day because I like learn about our Mother Nature, right? And this can come to a conversation regarding women and kids or whatever, right? And this is not a shot at anybody. I'm just gonna give you all the cold facts. When a male lion has a wife, right, and they're married, they have kids, whatever, little cuz, whatever, boom. Now, if something happens to the husband, because mind you, the husband's job is to lead, protect, and provide. That's what lions do. The king, that's what he does. But if something were to happen where the king dies, boom, he's dead. He gets killed. Fight in action, boom, he's gone. And then another lion comes up, and he's now the king of the jungle, the new king, right? I'm not sure a lot of y'all knew this. I didn't know this, so I watched it, Discovery Channel. But what the male king does, the new king, the new baby daddy, whatever you want to call it, of lions, what he does, he kills the cubs. Because the reason why he kills the cub, because the wife can provide him his own kids, because she won't be in heat to have his kids, whatever, or she won't, be able to make kids. It was something in those terms. So what he does, he slaughters the old man's kids and take over as the king.
Mm-hmm.
So I want people to understand that part when people try to use relationship and use the lion and the animal. Like, y'all don't really know the full true story. It's a cold world out there in the jungle, and if we were as cold as the animal world, relationship would be totally different. I just want to put that out there, and some people may get that, some don't. But once you watch Discovery Channel, you will understand. All right, let me see. Let's comment Shuri wrote here. All right, Shuri says she agreed. The man should be the head of the household. The mayor's that for the family, but he all has to be in line with God. Too many. Oh, okay. We're talking about submission, right? To God. Yeah, the men want to be charged, right? But they ain't. I agree with that. But here's a question I have for ladies like that: accountability. If you want to, because submission is a bad, trigger word for most women. Not all, but most. But when it comes to this conversation or whatever, yes, you both submit to your man, but you submit to your man, but your man has to be the head and leader, and the man also has to submit to God. So if the man's not submitting to God, why are you submitting to him? And if you don't get that part, that's where the problem falls in. I'm gonna say that again. Submission, yes, the man, and per the Bible, he brought it up. Per the Bible, and it's, I grew up in the church. I know all this stuff. For the leader, for submission, for the woman to submit to her husband, which she should, but at the same time, the husband, the man, the leader, protector, needs to be submitting himself to God. So if he's not submitting himself to God, but you submit yourself to him, that's where it all falls apart. And then you don't have a man who's actually leading you. And if you get married or in a relationship, you should find out who he's leading. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a problem. We don't find out what the man's motives or what he's doing before you get with him. Not saying you share, I'm saying this overall collectively, ladies. If you have a problem, if you want to be with a man, find out who he's submitting himself to, what his moral rights. Find those things out before you lay with him. Because then after you lay with him and then you have kids with him and he ain't there, well, y'all was never equally yoked. But you mad at him because, he don't take care of his kids, he don't do this. But did you know he wasn't a good man from the beginning? I mean, yeah, he looked good. Yeah, he had swag. Yeah, all that, whatever. No, He wasn't equally yoked. He wasn't leading with God. Because he was leading with God, he will lead you right. So that's what, people stop at the woman and man submission part, but don't go a step further from the man and God's. That's how it's supposed to go. Look it up. I don't know the scripture because it's been a while, but it's in there. The man submit to God and the woman submit. Come on now. It's Sunday. Don't have me pull the scripture out now. All right, she said, last thing I'm going to say. Some men think women are too... Hold on a second here. All right, last thing I'm gonna say is some men think women are to be seen and not heard. We should be able to question decision, communicate it around. Otherwise, dictatorship and not relationship. I agree. Yes, but once again, absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it go back to the last statement though. If you like these are conversations that women need to have, and I'm thankful for the question that you're providing. I'm thankful for the Clubhouse, for all the content they have, because now I can be a better father to my daughter as well. I know how to be a man. I know how to raise a man. But now I even know better how to raise my daughter so she can have the mindset when she go out in the world, start talking to these young boys. Young boys, future man, whatever the case may be. But I love those. I love these questions. But it goes back to the last statement. If, like, last thing, man should be, sorry about that. So, communication is key. These are conversations you should have before we even get to, like, I'm saying this because I'm finding a lot of women who have kids are having these problems with their baby daddies, because now the baby daddies now. But my thing is this. Before y'all got to the baby daddy status, before y'all was having, doing the thing, and it's part of life. I did it. I'm not acting like I'm above. I was doing it too. But these are conversations you have on dates, even if y'all still dating more. But these are conversations I had when I was dating. Let's say that. I'll find out what the woman's mind, her headset, her mindset is at. I make sure we at least kind of equally yoke, because it's a high risk. If I get her pregnant, is this woman that I can see with being for a long time, or even baby mama, whatever case may be? Is this somebody I can see that she can be the person I could be around with without a headache? And a lot of women don't do that. Y'all lay with these guys because you think these guys are boss. Well, let me be real here. A dude who's on the street who's hustling, he's not a boss. He's actually a worker. Mm-hmm. The real boss is the person who's providing the drugs. I'm just keep it 100. I mean, I'm not dropping it down. That's just straight facts. So you dudes y'all see in the street, be flossing, driving the car, got this going on, all that. Just look. Someone gave him the work. He go out there and you work, and you take the money back to the boss, and he gets cut. But guess what? The real boss is the one who's sitting in the cut somewhere, collecting all the money and sitting somewhere and chilling and not worried about getting robbed and shooting the street. That's the real boss. So when y'all mess with these dudes, y'all messing with little boys. It is what it is. I'm not sure why y'all don't know this already. I mean, shoot, hell, the TV movies tell you all this. I mean, like y'all understand this? Like how they get cut with these little boys? I don't understand. But I'm sorry, I digress a little bit. Steph, you want to add anything to that? I'm sorry.
It's so much to unpack, but I'm gonna let it slide. But just the part about being a boss and the workers on the street, it's amazing to me, and I'm gonna let it go after this. That specific topic. How many of them old D boys do you see? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of y'all fell in love as far as leadership. Oh, he can do this, he can do that. Cool. But how many over 30s of them do you see doing it? When you get to the point where you're trying to build a family and everything, you got these little D-boy babies running behind you. Once again, Kevin Samuels says get married before you procreate.
Right. Married before you carry. Right.
Yeah, married before you carry. And because you'll realize up front, regardless of whatever else, and this is the leadership, because once again, you making these decisions. I don't. Your choice to submit. You know what? It's just too much. I'm tired. Your choice to submit has to be there. It has to be there. But the truth of the matter is, this is about feelings. Women reserve the right to change their mind at any time. Okay? So if I submitted to him because I thought, but he just wasn't strong enough for me. Once again, if you're gonna follow my lead, it ain't really a good thing if you can be like, I'll do it. He tell me to do up until this one moment right here in the sand. No, if you're on my team, you're on my team. I'm not trading you for another player because I can get more productivity out of this player. Women will argue that, but the truth of the matter is, women file 83% of divorces in the Black community. So it's not the men that are leaving. And if it's a submission or a leadership you're looking for, I don't know how old people are, but for the last 50 years, well, we've been led by the females dominate the black community, not the other way around. This ain't a patriarchy over here. It's a matriarchy. So what exactly are you willing, what do you want from a person before you start asking for submission? And what is your actual definition of submission? Because if you're feeling like that can change on a regular basis, then you ain't playing fair. Once again, it's all, I said it earlier and I'll continue to say it to the end of the day. If you feel like you can back out of a contract because you don't feel like it's serving your purposes anymore, I can't back out of my mortgage because I don't feel like paying it no more.
Right. I don't like my house no more.
Yeah. I just don't. My house ain't leading me in the right direction no more. So you still better figure out a way to fix that mortgage before you walk away from it, because you signed up and you agreed to it. A lot of people ain't realizing that relationships are supposed to be long-term contracts, and it ain't about whether or not I'm submitting to you or you submitting to me. The point being is that if you have to decide if you want to stay, if you're gonna stay, you do have to submit to the other person, male or female. But if you feel like you can leave whenever you want, you ain't got no intention of submitting to nobody. And it would be dishonest to even think that that's a logical thing. If leaving is an option for you, you ain't got no intention of submitting. That's all I'm gonna say. Asking a foot to the unless he's whooping your butt or something, but asking a foot to the butt. If leaving is an option for you, you have no intention of submitting to that other person. And we need y'all to start being honest. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what? I don't have nothing else on that. So, ladies, if anyone's still in the comment, if you have anything else, let me know. But I think it's about time for us to wrap it up. I think we tackled a lot of information here. So, at the end, it's still blank your feelings.
It is. These feelings got us having this conversation right now.
Right. Blank your feelings. But listen, it is what it is. So people listen, like, share, comment. If you want to join the chat, because we're just live every Sunday, so you probably hear this podcast will probably be on a Monday, but the live recording is every Sunday between the hours of 3 and 5. We might do 1 or 2 shows, but if you want to join the chat, we here. And if you do want to call in, I'm working on an option. Let me know, and we can definitely have you on, because we'd love to have you on the show. We'd like to have the woman's voice because it matters. You know what I'm saying? We're not there's no dictatorship on this show where men say and that's it. No, the women's thought, everything. We need that. We need that. We need the balance, because at the end, it's all for the common goal is to better our people, which is the black community.
Yep.
So, if nothing else, ladies, thank you for tuning in. Sherry, Miss Black, anyone else? Hey, appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next week. We out.
Peace.
Peace.